It was Frankenstein. The T on Telephone Part 2 is that...
Can we talk about ARTPOP ACT II?
Of course she doesn't. This is Stan Twitter asking the real questions. Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. So today we're going to watch the press conference by Spotify about Lady Gaga's new album Mayhem. I'm prepared, I'm happy. I got my hot chocolate here. I got my Mayhem sweater on and we are going to see what kind of tea is getting spilled by this press conference that is featuring Little Monsters. This is such a cool event and it really reconnects Gaga with her fans like it usually was. If you don't know me, my name is Freud. I'm doing a lot of Gaga content, and if you not already subscribed to my channel, like what are you doing? Feel free to check out my other videos, and I hope you love it and you enjoy it as much as I do doing them. So let's get comfortable and watch this. I love this picture. This is such a cool setup. Okay, it's starting now. Yes. This is so cool.
Gaga in 5.
Hi everyone, I'm Benito Skinner.
I know him from TikTok.
We're gonna do a little press conference. Are you ready?
What is he doing here?
Lady
I see a
Gaga.
little monster. Wow, there she is. Okay, she looks amazing. This hair, she's giving me kind of House of Gucci, Patrizia Reggiani. I love all these microphones on there. Oh, that looks like a blast. American Monsters are so lucky.
Hi everybody,
Hi.
I'm so happy to see you. Thank you so much for being here today.
The album.
The album.
It's Gaga.
Do you like it?
They heard it already? Okay.
Can't wait to hear what you're going to ask me.
Yeah, I'm also very excited.
I'm Mario.
Hello, Mario.
It's been a long time.
I've seen you before.
Oh,
Cute.
you know our history. I put you onto a rapper, Azealia. And my question is, did you see her tweets about disease? Like, she was praising it.
Oh my god. This is Stan Twitter asking the real questions. She did see it.
Or, you know, justice for Ratchet.
That too.
But yeah, that's my
This
question.
really is a Little Monsters press conference.
It really is Gaga.
I was like, how many seconds
She's
is
like-
this party not just gonna be brought up?
5 seconds in, she's like, damn, they're coming with ARTPOP ACT II, I can't.
Hi, Diva.
Hi.
Also been a long time, so
Hi,
so good
Diva.
to see you. In the way that you made the
Love his
Harlequin album
outfit.
for the character, if Mayhem had a character that you constructed that album for, who would it be?
The lady you've known for the last 20 years.
Good answer. Good question and good answer.
Mayhem for me is actually this like integration of who I am in real life and who I am on stage, and how I really started to celebrate bringing those two things together. Turns out that's the whole me. And this album is like, it holds all that tension, the softness of like who I am on the inside, and then the intensity that I like to bring to my music and to my stage performances.
My one question is, what's the T on Telephone Part 2?
Ooh, they are asking the real questions. I love this press conference so much.
Somebody get my kettle.
1 sec.
The T on Telephone Part 2 is that there will be,
When?
but I'm not gonna give it all away. You wouldn't want that anyway.
What, a sneak peek, a taste or something?
I mean, I think that you should all call Beyonce together.
Right.
Silk, button down, or is it velvet? It's velvet, I'm sorry.
It's like fake cheap velvet, but we
It's
like it.
fab.
Thank you, Mother. Honestly, we all love Die With a Smile on that album, an incredible
you.
collaboration. I would love to know, what is a dream collaboration of yours? If you could choose anyone, living or dead, to collaborate with, who would it be?
Ooh,
Oh,
good
wow.
question.
I think it would have been John Lennon.
The hat? Ooh, that's a good look.
Hi, Gaga.
Hi.
My name is Roy.
Hi.
I love you.
Love you.
How does it feel to know that all the passion that you have put into the New York City nightlife has been shaped by that passion of yours? I cannot imagine going out in Manhattan or Brooklyn without hearing Gaga at any bar. And if I don't hear Gaga, then I'm getting out of that bar.
Cute question.
New York completely shaped who I am as an artist. That time was so special because I had this community. Working in the arts and in nightlife, we all supported each other. And I would never have created my stage performances and my persona had that community not existed. And so it means a lot for my music to still play in New York. And just to see you all here so vibrantly, it makes me feel like it's still alive in you. And
It's very alive in all of us.
very.
Gaga, I have a couple from Global. Bryce asks, what was the first song written for Mayhem, and what was the last song written for Mayhem?
Ooh, good question.
The first song written for Mayhem was Vanish Into You.
Oh, I love that. For me, the best song on the album.
And the last was Die With a Smile. So like the album like ended in a happy place, but it started out like in this kind of, it's interesting. They're kind of both apocalyptic love songs, but one is just way less hopeful. In Vanish Into You, I imagine that I'm just want to disappear into the person that I love the most. And Die With a Smile, there's this like sense of peace. And I really wanted Mayhem to end. Like I wanted to know that for myself too. And I really did find that.
Vanish Into You is such a smash. So this was the first song. Crazy.
I'm too nervous to stand, so I'm going to sit down. You have changed my life. I know that everyone says that to you, but I have never been able to say it to you directly, so I just want to say thank you.
You've changed mine.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous. My question, sorry. My question is, there's a lot of lore about your demos or unreleased songs and rumors of it. Did you revisit any of those for Mayhem? Rest.
You know, I think at one point I
question.
was feeling anxious and I like drudged up some demos and I just listened to them and then threw them out. I know it might sound like cold, but each one of my albums is a like piece of music that I conceive of from start to finish, and it's a moment in time and in my life that's like very special. And whenever I say to myself, oh, there's that song, like that, you know, I'm gonna put that out. Whenever that happens, it just like never really comes to fruition because it never really belongs. Yes and no. Yes and no. I threw it out. It was Frankenstein.
Yes, that's
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't want to name names, but
I don't want to name names, but it was him.
So I think this is for a lot of fans. This shows that ARTPOP Act II is not gonna happen. So all these ARTPOP Act II stands, I would love to hear the album, but we just have to leave it in the past. Like it is gone. Like Gaga doesn't want to do it. This was like a very traumatic era for her, so we have to leave it there. And I just hope that all these fans out there are kind of realizing that.
Hi, Gaga.
Hi.
I'm Haley.
Hi.
I wanted to ask you, for Mayhem, what was your favorite song once it was finished, and what was your favorite song to create?
Good question. I also asked online, I asked what was her favorite song, her favorite production, what production she's most proud of on the album, like what came from her, kind of what was the creative process behind Mayhem. I asked some questions, like 4 or 5.
I think my favorite song once it was finished was Blade of Grass. I think one of my favorite things about making that song was working with like everyone all at once on it. And it representing something so special. It's about when Michael proposed to me. And
That's so cute.
he long before he did propose said, we were in the backyard, and he said, if I propose to you one day, what am I supposed to do? And I said, you can just get a blade of grass from the backyard and wrap it around my finger. And he did actually propose to me with these green bands. He also gave me my ring.
I just love how in love Gaga is.
You've seen it.
We all have seen it. Gaga, it's quite seeable.
Gesaffelstein was there, and
Oh,
you know, he was talking to me a lot about wanting to make a very classic record, and I thought that was kind of interesting. You know,
yeah.
sometimes I'll meet people or work with artists and say like, we really want it to be Gaga, whatever, and I don't even fully know what that means. And I feel like I sort of did that to Gesaffelstein. We need to do like a dance, I was like kind of trying to egg him on. And he sort of looked at me like, can we just do something original? And then we all did. My backyard and those blades of grass was also like the place that I saw my friend Sonia get married, and then later she'd be 2 months passed away. There was so much loss in that backyard. Places in your life where you just it's maybe your happy place, but also your sad place. And then my favorite song to make
Yes.
was Killa.
Yeah, that's cool, because I had the same thoughts as you might have seen my reaction to the album. I thought, that is not the kind of collab I expected from them. I love Killer, it's not my favorite of the album, but I really enjoy it. And it's such original and interesting, but not what I would have expected from this feature. So it's interesting that Gaga had the same thoughts of it as creating it.
Jessica asks, how did Mayhem come together? And what inspired the return to dark pop?
There's something kind of method about the way I make my records, and I kind of become characters.
Yeah.
And through the music, and I still do that, but I've learned how to not let it completely take me over. And so I would say I returned to it because it felt safe to. And maybe that's why I didn't for a really long time, because it felt maybe too much. Which was hard, because I knew you really wanted that. Hi.
Hi, Gaga. I'm
Hi.
Rob. One of my favorite eras of yours is the Tony Bennett era. And I feel like something changed in you and that you grew. And so I wonder if there was something that he taught you that you bring with you into the way you make music now.
Definitely. Tony used to always say to me, stick with quality, kid. I thought that was really smart. He was kind of trying to tell me that no matter what anybody says or what you feel pressured to do, that you just should make great music.
And that's what she did with Mayhem.
First of all, the album is so it is. I forgot we're on Spotify, I'm sorry. I work in drag, it's a compliment.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So you talked about community, and through your music, I found the drag community, and I've now had the blessing of a drag career for about going on 10 years.
Good for you.
Thank you, thank you. You're a huge inspiration to drag artists everywhere, and whenever I listen to your music and I'm on, long car rides, I find myself going, okay, if I was gonna perform this song, I would do this, and it would look like this, and this is what it would be. When you have a new album out and you find yourself staring down the barrel of things like a tour or performances on TV or whatever your version of a drag number would be.
I love this so much. This is so much more insightful and worth Gaga's time, as all these boring interviewers asking her about her marriage and about the usual stuff. This is high quality content that all the monsters want to know. There's so much information and so much good information that you wanted to hear from Gaga. This is such a cool concept. This is such a cool video and a cool interview format, and I think if Gaga's doing the next era, whenever she will do that, she has to continue doing that. This is amazing.
Like, how do you conceptualize the numbers?
100%. Yes, and actually, I like when I'm writing songs, I have total visions. And when I made this album, I had all these like gothic dreams, but while I was awake, each one of them, I'm trying to bring to life. I think that those visions are really powerful and they're important because it's your artistic intuition and it's meant to be followed. Whenever I don't follow that, I'm like, why didn't you? It's like, so absolutely, it comes out in tour, it comes out in videos, it comes out in personal style.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
I'm a heavy supporter of you. I'm 19 years old. I've been listening to you since I was 5.
Wow.
Like, I remember when my mom told me I was literally listening to Telephone with my t-shirt and her heels on. I wanted to say, like, you know, as you being, like, you know, a big celebrity, you have a lot of haters and you don't let that fade you. You still do you and you still make your music and you strive in it and you do your big one all the time. So I wanted to ask you, what's the inspirational speech you can give to the new generation?
You just gotta do you, and all you can do is your best.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
No, he is cute.
Love you.
He's all of us.
Any of us. But this is what I believe. I think we're all trying our best. Sometimes people aren't gonna like it, and that's life. That's a quote from a song I sang in Joker. You know, like you have to be willing to like die on the sword with your work too. I think I stand by everything I think that I've made, and things that I don't stand by, you know, I know when I'm wrong, or I can like adjust myself and learn. It's okay to make mistakes too. I think it's okay to make things for other people. I do that. I love making things for you, but I try not to leave myself behind, because I wouldn't want you to leave yourself behind, so.
That is so cool, and that is what Mayhem actually is. Like, everybody expected her to go into this dark pop, and then she switched it up into different genres, and I knew that this album, after listening to it, it had such quality and that music critics would appreciate and love it. But as I said, that I know that some of the fans would not appreciate it as much because it didn't have like so many pop bangers that we are used to having from her, because it is so different. But actually, by her sticking to her roots, sticking to what she likes in music, her influences, and like referencing herself, it made it so much greater in quality, because she didn't do what everybody wanted her or expected her to do. She did what she wanted to make. But I think with the Mayhem, she really focused on where she wants to be as an artist right now, and that makes this album so good, because it's her perspective.
And also love. If your love was there, it's like, feels like it's okay.
Yeah, love was there. I mean, Mayhem is such an uplifting album.
Okay. This is so fun. Why did we not do this forever ago?
Yeah, my words.
Okay, Queen of Pop, everyone.
Okay, Freddie.
Okay,
Mercury.
so I'm gonna abuse my BFA a little bit here. A few years ago, you did a interview with Lin-Manuel, and you expressed interest in maybe wanting to do Broadway. And, you know, I, as a theater queen, obsessed with your performance on the Oscars. The Sound of Music tribute was one of my highlights of your career.
That was great.
And I just want to know, like, is that something that you still would love to do? You're so theatrically inclined, and you really bring your artistry to life when you perform, and I just would die to have you on Broadway. And do you have a dream role? Because I have a list.
she's dying.
I have to
Not
plant
the
the
list.
seed. I have to plant the seed. Yeah.
Not the list.
Oh my God. We'll start with Blanche in Streetcar. A play first. It's unexpected. That's how you get the tone.
I mean, he's funny, but it's also kind of too much. We all love Gaga and we all want her to do these things that we love, but to project like what you want in your life for Gaga to achieve, like that's too much. I would never say that to her face. Like I say on camera when I like these things more than others, but I would never say this to Gaga to her face. This is crazy.
BFA.
She's walking out.
And then the.
I can't believe you said Blanche. That's
Oh my God! Like.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay. So, first of all, thanks for your list. Bless you that you
Anytime.
have one.
Oh.
You made it. You came with it.
Oh, I was ready.
Yeah.
I've been ready.
I think that I would really love to write a musical.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would bring me like so much
I see that
joy
too.
to work with like some amazing writers but I think the first thing that needs to happen is I need to figure out what the important story is that I want to tell with whoever I want to tell it with. While I appreciate the desire for me to win a Tony,
EGOT.
I thank you. I would want to put like years of work into that, and then oh my God, 8 shows a week. I mean, they are rock
You could do
stars.
6.
Rock stars. That is rock star shit.
I got the contract. We'll do 6. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
6. I can't do that. Then they'll say I did 6. They'll say she only did 6.
Patty LaPone did it, and Avita. It's okay.
No.
Thank you. Love you. Thank
I
you
love
so
you
much.
too.
Thank you.
That was crazy.
We only have time for 2 more questions.
Oh no.
I just need to say, love you since day one. My question is, what did you whisper to Ariana Grande during the 2020 VMAs during Grand
Does she
Prix?
remember? We all
I
wanna
watched that
know.
performance all the time. I just watched it today at work. And I was like,
Me. Of course she doesn't.
We're not leaving.
Here's what I will say. I truly do not recall.
Yeah, of course.
I believe
Of
you.
course.
It was probably something very, very silly because we're very silly when we're together. How about this? I will watch it back. I'm gonna ask her. She might remember.
It was that really high note. But love you so much.
She's fed up with us. She doesn't do a press conference after that. That was the last one. That's Lady Gaga.
Couldn't say no to this.
I follow them on social media, like such high quality Gaga drag content from New York. So I'm so proud that they are having the moment.
What was your favorite tour, and when are we getting Mayhem tour?
Okay, my favorite. When I did the Fame Ball, it was the first time I ever saw you.
I didn't saw that one.
I know that I would have to say the Fame Ball, I think, because it was such a different grind. I was on a bus, I did like...
You were where?
Bus, club, another club, another club.
Thank you for all the tours that you've supported and come to. They've all been important to me. The Art Rave was also really special.
That was a cute tour, yeah.
The reason the Art Rave was so special was because that album was so criticized. But Little Monsters showed up for the Art Rave as if everything was, a Monday morning. There will probably be something soon.
Yes. Mayhem tour.
10,000 people asked.
10,000?
So many people asked. It's actually scary. Can we talk about ARTPOP ACT II?
10,000 people? You are insane.
Now this feels like a courtroom.
It is.
So, when I make my records, there is a reason that songs are left off. And it's because some simply are not good enough for you. And I'm not saying that it's a never, but I am saying that I'm not gonna take all my demos that I specifically left off the record and just chuck them on an album and put the number 2 on it.
Yeah.
Do it tonight.
Stop
it
it
right
tonight.
now, Gaga, you're doing it.
No. Okay, but I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm just saying that it's, you know, it's not going to happen like that. Like, that was my EDM opus, that record.
Yeah.
So, but I would have to get back in that headspace and complete it.
Lady Starlight's playing at basement on
Oh, I mean, that is an excellent idea.
Gaga, thank you so much.
Thank you.
She's hugging so many people, it's so adorable. She really loves us fans. Oh my god, that's it. Oh my god. This was so much fun. This was so amazing. I could have watched hours and hours and hours of content of that. That was so cool. I really enjoyed every second of this. This was really insightful and interesting. I wish they would have asked more questions specifically to the songs, but I guess as it was a listening party, you didn't really maybe got the titles of the songs or could react like to these kind of things. But just in general, this is such a cool concept. Even if she kind of felt like it's a courtroom, there's so much love in this room and there's so much interest in her, not only as an artist, but also as a person on a respectful level, apart from some questions that were asked. But when she's in this space like of interviewers, like a conversation on the surface that's not very in depth with who she is and where she wants to be, and I think this is more insightful and more understanding of her craft. That's just my idea or my opinion on this. Yeah, but I really enjoyed this so much. Thank you, Gaga, for doing this and agreeing to do this. Like, this is scary to put yourself with like your diehard fans in the same room answering these questions. Like, at some moments Gaga was not that comfortable, but she really did an amazing job and she did it respectfully. I'm so happy we have Mayhem now, and this is shaping up to be like one of her biggest albums and eras, and it's so good being a little monster. 16 years ago, I betted on the right person. Like, I was obsessed with her as all these pop stars came up, and she was always so interesting as a person and as an artist. So I'm so glad that 16 years later she still has this fire and this drive that keeps me excited and that makes me feel like the teenager that I was when I started studying her. We see each other whenever Gaga is doing something amazing again. Bye bye, thanks for watching.